So welcome everyone. Welcome to the fourth eTwinning seminar for Teacher Training Institutes. Today we are actually talking about using the TwinSpace in our project. This is a seminar dedicated to people involved in the Teacher Training Institutes initiative in eTwinning. But before we go into our seminar, I would like to give you some instructions. You are free to express yourself. You can use these icons. You can say that we need to speed up or slow down, agree, disagree, but you can also freely use the chat box. I'll keep an eye on the chat and assist our guest speakers with your questions and with your comments. Of course, if our guest speakers want to give you the floor, we can open your microphone. You just need to raise your hand. But we will see if the time comes to that. Then some rules of netiquette. We kindly ask you to stay on topic on the chat and also be respectful on the chat. I'm sure you know these rules of netiquette. It's just never too much to remind them of these rules. Then, if you have problems with sound, then we recommend the use of headsets and make sure that these icons are green. If they are not green, then they should be activated. If this doesn't work, maybe it's good to leave the session and come in again. I'm sure there won't be any problems with finding a seat. Then, for today, to introduce us how to use the TwinSpace in projects with the TTIs, we invited our experts Vicenza, Leone, and Marzia Ludini. I hope I'm pronouncing correctly the names. And Vicenza is a trainer, and she also is an English teacher in Italy. She also teaches in a Catholic University of Milan, and she's very much involved in the Teacher Training Institute's initiative in eTwinning, and she's been working, as far as I understand, with Marzia, and Marzia is a teacher trainer as well. She's also a principal and an eTwinning ambassador, so with a lot of experience on eTwinning. So it's very nice to have them both here today to share with us her experiences, both on eTwinning and the teacher training, and mainly in using the TwinSpace in developing projects. So with no further ado, I'll give them the floor. I'll stop sharing my PowerPoint and I'll put up their own slides. Just one moment. Sorry, just bear with me a few seconds. Yes, the slides are here. Let me just increase it so you can see it properly. And now I will open the microphone so that Marzia and Vicenza can talk to you. So welcome, Marzia and Vicenza. Thank you for accepting the invitation, for being here today. And
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure for us to be here and to join with you our online webinar about the using of the TwinSpace. We are here today in Cattolica University in Milan, and some students of the fourth year are with us. It's important to know that they are now introduced in eTwinning Lab, so how to use the platform and also how to use the TwinSpace. How can we go on with the slide, Ruth, please?
Marzia, just need to click on the arrow right below the slide. Okay.
Okay.
Just click on the arrow to move next. Or if you want, I can move them.
No, it doesn't work.
What? Cosa c'è?
Now, yes.
Okay.
Questa è la seconda. Okay. So the topic today is about how to use the TwinSpace. Each project has a proper own TwinSpace. What is a TwinSpace? TwinSpace is the place for all the members of the project and is a space where you can plan and then develop the activity. The TwinSpace may be a private space or may be public also, but only if you want. It can only be accessed by people who have given permission by the administrator of the project. Each TwinSpace is designed to include people, all the people that who are not registered. For example, we indicate these people as visitors. For example, if we want to invite parents or other teachers or external visitors, is it possible? So the TwinSpace is a place for action, but also is a place in order to share and to show what we are running out. In the TwinSpace, we have at the beginning the possibility to plan. A proper initial planning is a very important factor in order to guarantee that all the users, so all the eTwin registered in the project, both teacher and students, will be involved from the start in their common work. Important keywords for a proper use of the TwinSpace. If you are in your TwinSpace, you notice then you can have pages, materials, live, members, and forum. Later, I show you directly one of my TwinSpace. Pages. You can create pages and you can find the pages created by you previously and by the other partners. Materials. You can share documents, photos, or video. In the part called Live, you can meet or chat online with the other members. When you find members, you can add partners as teachers or also students. You can also choose to add them as administrator. If you are administrator, you are able to upload material. There is also a forum. In the forum, you can share a topic to discuss. So I would like to share with you one of my TwinSpace. So I would like to share mine. Qui clicco.
Sì, apri,
Ok.
vai qui, fai my sharing. Vai, condividi.
Ok.
Adesso la volta.
Are you seeing me?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay. If you notice, the title is Your TwinSpaces. So for each project, you have a TwinSpace. I would like to show you two different examples in order to have different partners in the TwinSpace. This project, 1,000 Culture, 1 Europe, okay. As you can see, we have the keyword that previously I explain you. We have pages, materials, forums, live, and members. Okay. In pages, you can create different pages. Each page has a title, okay, and you can create also sub-pages depending from the same title. First of all, it's important to underline. Then you can choose if you want to browse in a public mode or if you want to browse in a private one. If you click here, okay, now you see the red line. The red line is showing me you are now browsing in a public mode, okay? Okay. Here we have different pages. In this project, the pages are created by teachers because the pupils involved in this project are from 6 years to 12 years old. This project is a project developed together with an Erasmus project. So this KA2 is born from a twinning project. Okay. In the TwinSpace, we have a project journal. Okay. And in the project journal, you can decide to put photos, video, PPT, whatever you want. But you have to be conscious that if you click the public mode, everything that you put in project journal is public. Okay? Then I show you different pages. Okay. For example, creativity. Okay. In this page about creativity, we work about a character, choose from the Spanish partner. Okay, is Fernando Zobel. And as you can see, some teachers decided to upload video.
Marcia, we cannot hear the video. I think we can move on.
Okay. Or other teachers use, for example, Powtoon. Tell me no if now it is possible.
No, Marcia, we cannot hear the video. I think that's not an option today.
No. It's a pity that you cannot see the video, but for example, you can upload Padlet, you can upload PPT, whatever you want. What happens when I would like to write, for example, okay, create a new pages, sorry. When I would like to add something, I can allow the other partner to modify or to add something in the same page. Now I would like to come back to the PPT. Dove sarà il PPT?
You need to stop sharing your screen, Marta. Yeah.
Yes, 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 please.
No, così allarghi lo share. Torni indietro. Stop sharing.
Dov'è? Da qua?
Sì.
Thank you.
Stop sharing.
Okay.
Stop sharing.
Okay, so frecce. Okay, so again about pages, don't worry, because you can create pages, but also you can modify and cancel. So I know that at the beginning a lot of teachers are worried about to write and to edit page, but it's a work in progress. You can create a sub-page. For example, if a page has a name, let's introduce ourselves. Under this main page, we can create other page. For example, let's introduce by Italy, by Belgium, by Finland, and so on. As I told you, you can use the journal, you can create pages, and you can use images or video. Remember that when you create a page, you have already uploaded images or video. So, first of all, you create a repository of pictures in the section materials, and then you work on your own page and upload the material that you decide. Okay, when you work in your TwinSpace, there is a rectangle on the left, okay, and in this rectangle you can see in order to select the audience, okay, in the rectangle on the right there is edit this page, okay. You can also choose who are the administrator that can edit, okay, but you can let your partners to use this page. So you can choose administrator, pupils administrator. If you have students not so young, they are able to upload material. Pupils, teachers, or visitors. Okay. Clicking on the edit pages is a way to cooperate, to let the other partners to upload and share material with you. The last button on the right is embed code. Why? If you want to upload video, you have to use embed code. There you can paste the code of a slideshow, a video, or other web tools. What is a TwinSpace? TwinSpace is not a repository of material, but it's a creative, lovely space where upload, share, learn, and also create friendship. Don't be in a hurry. Step by step, you will improve and you'll use your TwinSpace as you need. The important is that the TwinSpace will be active share with the partner, because any twinning project is a real one if both the partners are working and sharing together. If you work on your own, it's not any twinning project, it's only a repository. So I give now the voice to Vincenza, and Vincenza will enter directly in TTI. I would like only to add that before TTI, Teacher Training Initiative, we start with TTP, Teacher Training Pilot. As Catholic University, we decided to take part when it was a pilot, and really it was a very interesting and professional experience. So I thanks eTwinning for this opportunity. Ma vedere è diverso.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, so the next step is to go deeper inside. To go deeper inside the TTI. We start from considering that when you introduce the TTI into a course in university, you first have to present the portal, the Twinning Live, and the TwinSpace. Here I want to show you some of my projects that are part of the TTI. This is a list of them. Some are projects that I developed for the professional development of teachers, and others are specific for the TTI. In particular, some of them are the result of the collaboration with other universities that we started in Brussels during the last 2 years. During the last 2 years, one of the things that was developed is the idea that we don't have only one perfect model for students, but we have to develop models that are related to the different needs of our students. Remember that not all the students, all the university have the same needs. So the TTI developed 4 different models. The first model is called Model 1 and is divided in 3 different variants. TTI International, TTI National, and TTI Small Collaborative Project between students of the same university. The other model is the TTI project, where students, teachers take part in TTI project with pupils. Okay, I want to show you some of the models. And sorry because there is not the link. Okay, so this is one internal project model 1 variant 3. That is the basic. When your students don't want to enter inside a project with other universities, or you think that it's better to have a first moment with students inside the same course or between two courses of the same university. And I want to show you this first model in the TwinSpace of Think About Christmas. Okay. Just a moment. Share my screen. Okay. Sorry, just a moment. Now my TwinSpace. Ok.
Mettilo in finestra. Riduci la finestra.
No. Okay. So this is the TwinSpace of the Model 1 Variant 3, where teachers of my courses decide to create a project where they were partners with other teachers of the same course. It was among a small group of 2 teachers, and they wanted to share what they were doing for Christmas. If we go to materials, we can see the pictures that they uploaded of what they were doing with students in each of the school. No, there is no videos, but they recorded the songs for the other students. I don't know if
No, dear, we cannot.
you can hear. No, okay. There were songs that they recorded and shared with the other teacher of the group. Then we go back to the presentation. I cannot see the presentation. Okay, and this was the first model we used at the very beginning. Then we have the other model that is between university of the same country, so the national model. In this case, I want to show you also the project. Okay. This project is called TTI Italy, and it was between between Catholic University and the University of Foggia. In this case, we have a project where students have to share what they were doing in the twinning course. At the beginning, we gave general information and divided in groups. Each group was supposed to meet the others and sharing in their page what they were doing. Okay, we had a lot of students, so we created 10 groups. And this is also a presentation that we did at the beginning. Then in materials, they uploaded the content. In picture, they put the images of what they were preparing. In videos, they prepared the videos that I don't show you now because you can watch them. But it was mainly the place where they presented themselves and the work they were doing. In files, they uploaded their twinning work that they shared with the students of the other university. It was easier for them because they share the same language. So even if the project was in English, but they could share Italian when it was necessary. Okay. The other model one, variant one, is the one that we are using more since the last year. And it is important to underline that we start to collaborate with other university after the Brussels meeting of 2017. Here we have the example of two different kind of projects. Comparing European education system is a project that we repeated this year, and this year is called Italian-Spanish education system, where the main purpose was to make students start to be acquainted with the platform and in particular with TwinSpace. The other kind of project that are TTI Italy Ireland and TTI in Action were based on different content. In particular, TTI in Action was a project based on CLIL activities. Now we are going to give a look to comparing European education system. Okay. As the other project, we decide to divide students in group because in a TTI project, what we consider very important is to share with the other students what they are doing step by step and creating a relationship among a number of students that is not the whole class, but 3, 4 for each country. So, for example, in comparing European education system, we have students of Spain and Italy who are presenting each other. in materials, we can see that in images, students uploaded not only pictures of them to make friendship with the other students, but also, for example, infographic that show the result of the comparison. So they decide to take the information collected through the countries who were participating to the project, and then create an infographic to share with the group. Another important thing is to enroll all the students in the project, as you can see here. And then students can have chat with the other students or write emails to them or create forums. Another model that we can see is the TTI in Action project. That is a project based on CLIL activities. In this case, students were divided in groups, and each group of Italian and Spanish students were supposed to create together a project that they would experiment in their training in schools. This was a longer project. It lasted around 4 months, and it started with always the presentation of friendship amongst the students of the same group, and then they shared the project they wanted to create together. Be careful, because this is a very important moment when they are creating together a project that they then have to share with their schools or universities. The last model I want to introduce is the Model 2. In this case, we have 2 of our students who created projects with the classroom, and they started their project during the English course, and then they continue to do it at school with pupils. In this case, I will not show you, because there are also the photos and videos of children, but in this case, the TwinSpace was very similar to the one you watched before, the one Marcia showed you at the beginning. Okay, what do you have to keep in mind when you prepare your TwinSpace? Organization, in my opinion, is the key word. First of all, planning together with the other university partners, and it's very important to decide everything before, especially because university have not always the same timetable, and the organization is important. Otherwise, sometimes not possible to have the direct contact between the students. Next is important creating a TwinSpace well organized. You can choose a chronological order, a specific topics, or a type of activities, or you can divide in group, a structure based on groups, as we showed before. Remember, the beginning always presentation is very important. and at the end, an evaluation and a self-evaluation by the participant.
Thank you, Vicenza.
Okay.
Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if there are any questions from our participants. I can see that 2 had to leave, but that's okay. So if you have any questions, now would be the moment. I would like to thank you for the clear presentation on how to use the TwinSpace in different types of projects with TTI. So it seems that from the comments, participants agree with me. Or anything that you would like to add. I mean, while we wait for the questions. I'm not sure if you want
there are any questions
to add something.
Yes, for example, in the group that is working today here at the university, we are developing different kind of e-twinning project. Some of them are using the model students to teachers and pupils, but the majority is using the model students to students, different countries, but always trainees at the university. For them, it's the first experience using e-twinning platform, but it's very important because if you consider that there will be teachers in 1 or 2 years, they will be already formed about the using of e-twinning, and they will be able to use e-twinning in their future classes. It's also important to underline that a lot of universities in Europe recognize this year the importance to introduce e-twinning lab in the main course of science of education.
Well, it seems that there are no questions. Vicenza, would you like to add something else from your experience as well?
Yes, I would like to underline how important was for me personally to meet in person with other teachers from the other universities and how was useful the first webinars that you organized before the meetings where we start to make to plan what we would like to do, and then we met. It was great to have the opportunity to share ideas, and so it's wonderful year after year going on with the same groups of university, and we'd like to open to other university too. Because I think that the richness of sharing with the others and for students too, to have the feedback of what other students in other countries are doing is very, very important. Last year, for example, one of our students, after the CLIL project with Spain, went to visit the university, and she had the opportunity to meet the students she worked with during the TTI.
Yes,
so
definitely.
It's also an opportunity.
Definitely. Thank you so
that
much
we can
for
open
your
to the students
for sharing your
the
experience,
future.
for sharing your thoughts with us. I believe that if there are no other questions or any other comments, I think we can close this seminar for today. As I mentioned, we will share the recording and of course the slides if our guest speakers approve. We will share the slides as well in the TTI group. And I would like also to announce the next online seminar, and we've seen here already how useful they are. The next one will be on evaluation and documentation in e-twinning projects, and it will be also led by someone that is involved in a teacher training institute, Jesus Paz Albo, and it will be next Monday, more or less at the same time as this seminar. So I actually hope that you can join us as well next Monday, and that we can continue this discussion, okay? Because I mean, there's some connection in these seminars. You are now talking about how to use a TwinSpace for a project, and next week we will talk about evaluation and documentation in the project. So I think everything connects. It will be very useful to have everyone here and share their own experiences. So I would like to especially thank you both for being here again, and for thanking
Yes,
our
sure.
attendees as well, and wishing you a very nice weekend and a very nice evening today. See you Monday. Bye bye.
You too, and